Good, you're muted.
Srimad Bhakti-Vedanta Narayana Namine Sri Krishna Leela Katane Sudaksham Aurarya Madhurya Gunaisa Yuktam Varam Varenyam Purusham Mahantam Narayanam Tvam Sirasam Tridandi Nam Bhakta Shiro Manincha Sri Krishna Padabhya Vrudaika Vrudi Chaitanya Leela Amrita Sara Saram Narayanam Tvam Satatam Prapate Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare. Let me offer millions of responses. Gurudev, Bhanu, Almighty. Now, Manishta Santa Deepa, all present past future Vaishnavas our Pranam. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo. Oh, today is 13th October, Monday. Srila Narottama Thakur's disappearance day. Then 14th is tomorrow, Tuesday. Radha Kunda, Sri Radha Kunda appearance day, Baulastan, Radha Das, Thakur's disappearance day. 15th is Srila Veerachandra Prabhu's appearance day. Also Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Goswami Maharaj appearance day. Then 17th, Friday is Rama Ekadasi. Then 18th is Saturday, Akash Kirtan. Gauranga Mahaprabhu entering Paniyati. Kandavasi Narada Sarkar Tiroban. 19th is Yamadipada. So if you do that on that day, like you tell before, you will not have any untimely death. So 19th October, if you remember Sunday evening. Then 20th Vishnu Mandir, 40 Pita. 21st is Deepavali. 22nd is Govardhan Puja. 24th is Vaman Maharaj disappearance day. Bhakti Trivikram Maharaj disappearance day. 25th is Swami Maharaj uh, disappearance day. 29th is Gopastami, Gostashtami. 1st November is Ekadasi. So I will be in Vrindavan again before that. This Thursday I will be in Navadvip. Next Ekadasi I will be in Navadvip. 7, 14, 15, 17. No, I'm sorry. 16, 16, 17, 18. 16, 17, 18, I mean, Navadvip. There, sure, the connection will not be right. So you have to do audio. Um, so Narottam Thakur, very, very important personality. Um, is amazing personality. So, we will, if we hear so much about him, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu one time called Narottama, Narottama, Narottama. Then devotees did not understand. Nityananda Prabhu, oh Lord, oh, why are you calling him Narottama? Who is this person? Uh, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, oh Nityananda, you don't know your own glories. You don't know your own glories. So when you are coming to Jagannath Puri, that time you are crying with so much love for Krishna. I collected all that love, that ashru, that tears from crying out of love. I collected and then I want to give it to Narottama, who is going to appear later. Then he said, make a feature. So I'm going to Padma Nadi, Padma Nadi. Uh, and he called Padma Nadi to take him back. Oh Padma, take this love, the prem, love of, and give it to this Narottam. Padma is telling, Lord, how can I recognize so many people come and take bath? How, when this person comes and touches you, there will be waves, so much waves, uncontrolled waves. Then you know that is the person. So she took it, keeping it, guarding it. And when Narottama was 12 years old, Nityananda came in his dream and said, you should go to Padma and take a bath. And receive the gift, you know, unimaginable gift of love. So following his dream, he went there. As soon as he touched his feet, there were so many ways. And Padma gave that love to him. When he gave, he forgot what he did. you know. And his bow, his feeling, his color was black. Now it became like a golden. And then he's crying tears in eyes. Krishna, 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 Radhe, Krishna, Radhe, Krishna, Radhe, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare. He became like we call it pagal. Pagal meaning, uh, like he became very mad, transcendentally mad person. Uh, then his mother could not recognize what happened. How are you, my son? Before you were black, now what happened? So Parents could not control him. You know. So he ran towards Vrindavan. Till then, he never walked on the floor. You understand? He was the son of a king and was always carried by palanquin. Now he ran and ran. You can imagine first time, on a road, with thorn, this stones, and bah, and a couple of days, no food or drink or sleep. Ah, he was amazing person. Then he was so tired, he asleep on a tree, under the tree. Then apparently golden colored Brahmana came and gave him, "Oh Narottama, drink this milk, you'll be all right." He kept there, but he was deep sleep. He was lost himself. That Brahmana is none other than Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. of course. And then afterwards, Rupa came, and then he took that milk brought by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and made him drink, you know, even while asleep. As he was drinking, all his, you know, pain, all felt so much relief. Um, and then he went to work. Amazing personality. So he was Champaka Manjari, Krishna Lila. Champaka Manjari. Uh, Krishna Lila, Nitya Parshad, Rupa Manjari. Uh, under his direction, Champaka Manjari. Rupa Manjari, you know, see, Rupa Manjari is uh, internal potency of Lord, not a Jiva Tattva. Don't mistake, Jiva. Our Guru Parampara also not Jiva Tattva. They are Swarup Shakti, internal potency. Radharani. The same thing is Champaka. Rupa Manjari, Lalita, then Rupa Manjari, Radha, Lalita Manjari, Rupa. Then from Rupa Manjari expands itself as all other Manjaris. So Guru Parampara, expansion of Rupa Manjari. So that's why the way he wrote Narottam Thakur, he composed two poems, uh, bhajans. You should know that. One is when you will see in his life, he was very dear to Srinivasa Acharya. Then Srinivasa Acharya's disciple Ramchandra Kaviraj, Narottam Thakur, very always associating with him and very close friend. Then Ramchandra Kaviraj disappeared, then Srinivasa Acharya also disappeared. So hearing this, so Narottam Thakur broke down. You know, salvation. He's expressing. Should I break my head on the stone, uh, or I should jump into the fire? Where can I go? Oh, oh, Gauranga's, associates. Where I can meet you again, from going where I can meet you again. You are associate of the associate of Mahaprabhu. He did so much Leela. So without finding these people, Narottam Thakur is crying like that. Ye Anila Premadana Karuna Prachu. Yena Prabhu Kota Gela Acharya Thakur. Where did Srinivasa Acharya go? He's crying. Kaha Mora Swarupa Rupa Kaha Sanatan. Mera Rupa Sanatan. Where is Raghunath? Patita Bhava. Bhatta Yuga. Gopal Bhattan. Raghunath Bhatta Goswami. Bhatta Yuga. Dabat. Where are they? Where is Kaviraj? Krishna's Kaviraj. Same time. Huh? Where did our Gaura Nata transcendental Gauranga is expert in dance? So, where shall I find? Shall I break my head breaking into the stone or fall into the fire? Gaurangera Gunera Nidhi Kota Gele Pai. He Saba Sangira Sange Ye Kaila Vidas. Then another bhajan is that we generally hear at the time when our acharyas speak. So this is the wealth of Rupa Rupanuga Guru Varga. It says Narottam Thakur is Gaurang Mahaprabhu's Nijajana, very close, very true, dedicated to him. That's why even before he appeared, he called him Narottama Dasa. Rupanugavara, greatest and the followers of Rupanuga. So he was showing in this sloka. Rupa Manjari's lotus feet, how much faith, not ordinary faith, the extraordinary faith, even extraordinary, one-pointed faith. This bhajan indicates. Sri Rupa Manjari Pada Sei Mora Sampada Sei Mora Bhajana Pujana Sei Mora Pranadana Sei Mora Avarana Sei Mora Jivanena Jivana Sei Mora Rasanidhi Sei Mora Vancha Siddhi Sei Mora Vedena Dharma Sei Vrata Sei Tapa Sei Mora Mantra Japa Sei Mora Dharma Karama Anukula Vidhi Se Pade Aibe Siddhi Nira Kiva Ye Duhinu Yane Se Rupa Madhuri Rashi Prana Kuya Laya Jashi Prapullita Benishi Dine Tuya Darshan Tuya Adarshan Ai Garale Jarala Dehi Chiradina Tapita Jivana Aha Prabhu Karo Daya Deha Mere Pada Jaya Aha Prabhu Karo Daya Deha Mere Pada Jaya Narottama Laila Charana. Meaning, What is our wealth? Rupa Manjari's Sri Charana, lotus feet, most auspicious lotus feet of Rupa Manjari is our wealth. That is my bhajana pujana, my bhajan, and then worship also. That is my life force, the wealth of my life force, the root of my wealth, root of my life force. That is my avarna, meaning my abhushan in our life, necklace, all these things. Uh, then see the lotus feet of Rupa Manjari is my life, life of the life of my life. no? That is my rasa nidhi, wealth of rasa. That is my rasa siddhi, vancha siddhi, meaning uh, uh, what I when I achieve the of perfection of my desire, perfection of my desire is lotus feet of Rupa Manjari. uh, That is my Veda Dharma Swarupa. Veda Dharma. You understand? Huh? Swarupa. The Swarupa of Veda Dharma is the lotus feet of Rupa Manjari. That is my vrata, my austerity, that is my tapasya, that is my mantra japa, all my dharma karma. Uh, when when the vidhi, our practice becomes favorable, then I can attain perfection in those lotus feet. Then I can take darshan of the transcendental lotus feet. Then I can fill my eyes those lotus feet. And having seen the Rupa Madhuri, the beauty of that lotus feet, then my life force, the flower of life force, it get like it's going to spread, going to flower is going to, and without darshan, without not getting that darshan, and because I do not getting that darshan, my whole body is burning with the poison of adarshan, equivalent of adarshan, a snake. Not getting the darshan of Rupa Manjari's lotus feet is like a snake poison, snake poison, burning. And because of that, I'm burning a long time. Oh, Narottam Thakur is telling, Oh Prabhu, oh my master, have mercy on me. Please give me the shadow at your lotus feet. I'm taking shelter at your lotus feet. So like this, composed. So he's very famous. Now, his life is very amazing, very um, Champaka Manjari. So we can see how dear is Rupa Manjari. That's why Rupa Goswami came when he was tired. And even though Mahaprabhu left milk, he is not aware. So he came, Manjari. Himself fed Narottama and made him well. And then he walked towards Vrindavan. So this shows uh, he he was born in a see Vaishnavas can take birth in any caste. You cannot say not only caste in any species of life. Can you say, Hanuman, you're a monkey? Can you say no? Very devotee. No. Can we say Vibhishana, you are a demon family born in then Prahlad, you are a demon family. No, get it? They are born in different, maybe different species or different jati like that. But it doesn't mean that they lose their devotion like that. For a reason to uplift everybody, all the kind of species of life force and different, caste, Lord, make them appear. They are not appearing because of their past karma or anything like that. You should not think like that. Devotees, pure devotees can appear, and they are no karma. When they are going through all these things, it is not karma. Lord is making in such a way so that ordinary people can relate to, can get inspired, understand, and progress in bhakti, increase their faith. Harida, Prahlad Maharaj put into fire, ah, this, burning oil, nothing happened. And he did not complain or criticize. He kept on. He did not bother. But nothing happened. So for a devotee, there is nothing inauspiciousness. If we remember, any difficulty comes, imagine Prahlad Maharaj, Haridas Thakur, or Gurudev, See, when we do this, remember the time, especially morning program, we do Jaya Dhwani, right? Jaya Dhwani. Dhwani meaning sound. Jaya meaning winning. Sound of winning. That means, no? Om Vishnu Paramahansa Parivraja Ashtottara Sadasi Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Goswami Jagat Gurudev Ki Jai. Mohan Maharaj Ki Jai. Vikram Maharaj Ki Jai. You remember? All those, it goes up to 5 minutes. Sometimes 10, 15 minutes. I remember one time. Now, he remembers all the temples, all deities, all 5, 10 minutes. Now, actually, I will tell you that is the biggest part of the morning program. No, why? Because we are remembering all these great personalities. Even a little bit, uttering their name, hearing their name purifies us. See, we tell Narottama, Srinivas Shamananda Prabhu ki jai, Srila Narottama, you know, Shamananda, Srinivas Prabhu ki jai. Then six Goswamis, Rupa Sanatan Bhatta, Raghunath, Shiva Gopala Bhatta, Dasu, Haridas Thakur, Krishnadas Kaviraj. So, then also we remember Chaitanya Charitamrita, Chaitanya Bhagavat, Chaitanya Mangal, Chaitanya Charita, like this. Brut Bhagavatamritam, Bhagavatam. So all this we say Jai, 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 right? Jai meaning win. Let them establish, we know or mean, like if you remember, at least when we leave this world, if you remember Jayadvani, you will be guaranteed to go back home. That's so easy. This Jayadvani is perfect. Or if somebody says, and then we pay attention to it. Narottama, Srinivasa, Gurudev, just remember, yeah, telling the name and then, greatest meditation, I will tell you, remembering, sorry. And so many, their pastime, if you remember each one, you are, you put here in the present time most charging. All these great devotees will charge us, okay? You know, our battery will get so charged up. It will go on for a long, long time. It will not get discharged. So that's why this giant one, right? At the end, we are paying obeisances, remembering all their great qualities, their contribution. Understand? Contribution. See, in ordinary science and all that, we people remember, oh, this person did this person, so much. But they're all temporary. Today is there, tomorrow it is not there. But not like this, Acharya. You know, they showed the path, bhakti. So many difficulties came. They did not do that. You know, they stood and they became successful. They were already successful. They are coming from the spiritual world. But they are acting like ordinary person to show, to bring out faith, strong faith in the ordinary people. You know, Judge, they are like these great personalities are like windows to the spiritual world. Understand? We see through them we can see the spiritual world. You know what is real. So that's why we have to remember them every day. Huh? So same way, that's why he was born as a prince. Narottama Thakur was born as a prince. So his uncle's brother was Santosh. Huh? Datta. Datta family. Huh? Datta. Even today there is Datta, last name. Uh, we should not say Vaishnava. Uh, Also, we say this is one point. Maybe when we become devotees, our uh, gotra changes. Gotra meaning gotra, gotra. Our beginning, lineage, beginning of some saintly person, some sage is the beginning, like Vishwamitra Gotra, Uh, Vishwamitra sage is the beginning of that personal lineage. We can link back to trace that, tracing back to this great sages. Understand? Uh, uh, so, but when we become devotees, we become Achyuta Gotra. Okay, Achyuta Gotra. Who is Achyuta? Krishna. But why not use some other name of Krishna? Only Achyuta. You get it? Why? Achyuta meaning Chuta. Chuta meaning Achyuta meaning one who does not pardon, one who does not change. So we are coming from the eternal lineage. Now these are all temporary lineage. Understand? Any gotra other than Achyuta gotra is temporary. You know, whereas when you become Achyuta gotra, you are connected to permanent, eternal gotra, Krishna. You know, identify really who we are. Everybody, but you know, we are connecting back to Krishna, Achyuta gotra. So, like that. So that's why the other gotras can be any of these, but when a devotee becomes Achyuta Gotra, it doesn't make a difference. It does not belong. It transcends any caste, creed, species. You understand? Huh? Uh, even at trees, see, that's why the Tulsi, even though appeared as a plant, she's spiritual. Cow, even though it's an animal form, but it is spiritual, 100% spiritual, 1000% spiritual. It is a coming from the spiritual world. It looks like ordinary, but by its cow dung, its urine, milk, touching, is the breath coming out of cow is all spiritual. It can purify, you know. So, and scientifically they are finding it out, you know. So we are not just mundane, ordinary talkers, understand? These are all verified scientifically. So it gives us zero in mathematics, zero is transcendental. Does not belong to this world. But without that, no mathematics will work, ordinary mathematics. So, in other words, without the touch of spiritual, ordinary world will not work. If we are convinced or if we are, then our life becomes successful. In other words, no activity in this world can happen or takes place without the touch of spiritual energy, without the presence of soul. What this body becomes? I think it may be active. No. Without presence of soul, this body is dead. So when the soul leaves, then what? So like that, any plant, so we are conditioned. Uh, Krishna has given this whole material creation is that. What is it? Krishna has given that independence, minute independence. He does not come in the way. He does not meddle with it. So we have a freedom of acting out in his presence. You want to be a god? Okay, all right. Ah, you want to be anything you want. You want to enjoy yourself? Okay, these are the. but not in the spiritual world. So he made it material, 1/4, where we acted out. And we do distraction. Imagine, so much distraction here. But in reality, no spiritual entities are getting destroyed. Material is already dead, then how we can kill a dead thing already? You understand? Dead is dead. So this is the Maya, illusory potency of Krishna. It appears like what is dead, alive, what is alive becomes dead. So, and we are, that's why the great sages like Narottama Thakur comes and tells us, exalts us, you follow Kartik Maharaj. Don't waste your time in mundane things. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Remember all these great souls. Lokanath Goswami, Bhugarbhada, Krishna Chakravarti, Maladev Vidyabhushan, you know, Rupa Sanatan, Bhatta Raghunath, Jiva, all their life. How, you know, so by remembering this and by doing this, you know, Jayadvani, our this our fever goes down. Fever created by this material energy goes down. We feel little relief, yeah, great relief. So that's why this, by Krishna's mercy arrangement, to teach something or the other, they will be born in some caste, creed, animals like that. But we should not judge like that. So, Narottam Thakur is thinking how, with what way, with what plan I can release, give up this samsara. huh, Thinking. So one time, his father and uncle, for some, uh, prince, kingly, king, uh, some duty of a kingdom, kingdom duty, they went someplace. That time, somehow, uh, thinking it is a great opportunity, somehow he convinced his mother. Then he cheated uh, his security person. Then Kartik Purnima, you know, Kartik Purnima, he gave up his connection with his samsara. And he ran away. So then, uh, then he says, Lokanath Goswami, he came to Vrindavan, and then Jiva Goswami, he gave him training. And also, Jiva Goswami, his classmates are like Srinivas Achar and then uh, uh, Shyamananda. huh. So, Jiva Goswami tried. And he told them to take Diksha. Narottam from Lokanath Goswami, Srinivas Achar from Gopal Bhatta Goswami. Oh, then, but Lokanath Goswami has decided, no, I will not make any disciples. Oh, it was so extraordinary. He told even Krishna almost, don't mention my name anywhere. So they were so reluctant, so unattached. They didn't want anybody. But Narottama also made up his mind. No, somehow or the other, I'll take Diksha from. So what to do? Uh, so what he did was, in the only way he can get is doing service, Guru Seva. Huh? So he's showing that how to do, how to get the mercy. So he used to get up in night, middle of the night. And because he would not take any service daytime, won't allow anybody to come nearby. No, Lokanath. Then what opportunity is there to serve? So Narottama thought, oh, night time or early morning he goes for nature calm. Maybe I should clean that place. I should keep, those days no soap or like that, you know, pure mud, earth, it's filtered, and then some water there. Earth actually cleanses. Best cleansing thing is earth. Uh, so we used to keep that place. Um, used to keep that place clean, and then water, uh, and then the path also very nicely. Once a while he was not noticing it, but after a while he said, "Wait a minute, how come the place where I go for nature is getting cleaned all the time?" It dawned on him, and every day, and how he was doing. Narottama was crying and he was feeling so happy after doing this service. And he was this broom he was holding on his chest. Oh, oh, so fortunate we are, serving this great Vaishnava. Like that, tears in his eyes, very amazing. Okay. Then one day, Lokanath thinking, there must be somebody planning. Who it can be? So one night he was hiding nearby. He was chanting, hiding. So he saw a person came, was crying, putting a thing on chest, holding it. Started cleansing, putting water there, mud and all that. And then Logan asked, who is that? And he was started crying. Ah, most merciless, most fallen. Oh, you, Prince, born as a prince, you are doing. You should never do this again. Why are you? Oh, I need your mercy. I'm most fallen. Without your mercy, I will give up my life. I don't want to continue. If I don't get a chance to serve you, see, he cried like that. Then we think, say, the Vaishnavas, They are already very kind. So even though he's taken a vow, Lokanath, that I will never initiate anyone. He break his own vow. See, because he moved by the devotion, by the uh, deenata, loneliness. So, so like that, he got his mercy. Then apparently, he told him to do his bhajan, and he was doing his bhajan. And one time, a Brajvasi comes and asks for water. That time, Lokanath was completely immersed. He lost himself and doing it bhajan. Hare Krishna. When he's doing, he's serving the holy name, the Radha Krishna Yuga, understanding when he's chanting deeply. See, this the Nama leads to Rupa form. Rupa leads to Leela, Nama Rupa, Guna, qualities. Then Leela and pastime. All is there in the Nam sound. Just like a seed. You take any seed, right? You take a seed, take a banyan tree, how big it is. What is this banyan tree seed? Like a little, like a mustard seed. Huh? Mustard seed, but in potency it is there, the entire tree, is it not? But how it happens when you have to put it in the ground, it has to sprout, you have to water it, and then gradually two leaves comes out. Huh? Top is soft, bottom a little hard, like that. Two, four, like that. Then it starts giving flowers, fruit, and like that. Same way the name, Lord's name, when we get it like a seed, now transcendental seed, understand? Bhakti seed. That's what it bhakti. Then we want to water by chanting, doing ekasi, this Kartik Mass rules, regulation. See? Yeah, putting watering and then some nutrient. Huh? So it grows. Then it reveals form, qualities, pastime, everything. So then our own form, our own seva, everything is there. So when Lokanath is chanting, he's doing already service to God. He's Leela, So when this Vijayasi came asking for water, he's serving Radha Krishna. That means what? He's serving everybody, including this Vijayasi. And now we can give up serving Radha Krishna, serve this person. Get it? This is the argument. But Narottama, he stopped his chanting and started serving. When Lokanath came to know, he became very angry. They are serving the highest Radha Krishna. It's like when a president come to your house, you are serving him. Then ordinary head of the village comes. He stops serving president and then start serving the head of the village. Ordinary, most ordinary person, right? Even though is respectable, but like that, then what becomes, right? President is, become downgrade. So like that. So he became angry. He said, "No, you better go and you serve ah, people in the capital, where he came from." There's a double meaning. Meaning is Krishna's arrangement. If he has stuck there, see how Jiva Goswami would have got a chance, or millions of people got liberated. Narottama went back, even though he was crying, but he made so much preaching. And Keturi, even today people remember his pastime. How many people he delivered, how many people he brought them, made devotees. See? So it was a thing. It looks like a curse. It looks like uh, Lokanath threw him out. Externally it looks like, but internally is a blessing. You know. See, this we very difficult to understand. Huh? But anyway, then Jiva Goswami sent these three people, Narottama, Srinivasa, Shamananda, on a bullock cart with all the writings of Goswamis to Bengal. And they were taking turns, keeping eye on those, you know, iron trunks of all the scripture. That time there was no printing books or anything. You have to physically copy. So, printing is by your own copying, line by line, word by word, letter by letter. you know, printing machine. I think. So they were taking the two original ones. Some of them are original ones. Even though maybe copies were there, but as we see later on, it was stolen. When they entered the Hindu kingdom, they said, "No, I think we are in safe place." Ah, they were taking, they sleeping all the three, and the thieves came and took away in the middle of the night. And the king knew that there was a precious thing passing through his kingdom. Ah, most precious, but he thought it was gold, diamonds, and all that. He was very happy. Wow, these boxes, iron boxes, so much gold, diamonds. So when he opened, what is all scripture? Of course, these are all real gold, diamond. But it took him actually, long time to realize that. Then Srinivasa Acharya, he accepted him, Guru, and then he revealed. He showed the real wealth in those boxes. Then he asked him, where are, oh, I stole there. It is right. Then he was so happy. He sent the message to Jiva Goswami and Narottama Srinivas, that he found those. Don't worry, he found those treasure back. So meantime, Narottam Thakur is preaching in upper north Bengal, and he was see in his prarthana. Uh, he is expressing that when he got the mercy of staying in Vrindavan, but then uh, Devi Maya uh, took him away, pulled him from Vrindavan, and then brought him back again. So when will I get a chance again? He's crying. So, so by the instruction of Lokanath Goswami, he established the deity service to the Vaishnavas, and then Nam Sankirtan. These three instructions. So he established Sri Gauranga in Keturi, Sri Vallavi Kanta, Sri Krishna, Sri Rajamohan, Sri Radharaman, Sri Radhakanta. 6 vigrahas established. The Pratishta, before this program, we went all the places in Vrindavan, Jagannath Puri, and then Navadvip. Invited all those great personalities who were at that time to come to Keturi. And then Jannavi Devi herself came. He said, I will cook. Ah. And then Srinivasa Acharya installation, Abhishek and all that. And it was amazing uh, celebration. Santosh, his uncle's son, was a prince. He supplied all the needed things. So, and afterwards, you can imagine Jannavi herself cooking. Uh, so many personalities at that time. The list is there. Uh, Saptagrama, Uddharana Datta, no, Uddharana Datta, associate of Chaitanya. In Kaddaha, Parameshwari Das, Nityananda Shakti, Sri Vasudha and Jamnavi, Kanakula, Krishnanagar, Abhiram Thakur, Nasimpura, Chamananda Prabhu, from Srikanda, Narahari Sarkar Thakur, and Raghunanda. Now these two personalities served so much with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. They also came. From Ekachakra, now Nityananda Prabhu appeared there. Then Nilachal, Gopinath Acharya, Haridas Thakur Samadhi, Gadadhar Pandit, Jagannath Mandir, Gundicha Mandir, Jagannath Vallabh Udyan, Narendra Sarovar. So, he brought devotees from all these places. Uh, at that time, all those Vaishnavas, different places, they were all came from. Uh, Simhapura, Shyamananda Prabhu, Kaddaha, Jahnavi Devi, Parameshwari Das, Krishnadas, Sarkela, Madhavacharya, Raghupati Vaidya, Meenaketan Ramdas, Murari Chaitanya Das, Jnanadas, Mahidar, Sri Shankar, Kamalakar, Tippalai, Gaurangadas, Krishnadas, Damodar, Balaram Das, Mukunda, Vrindavan Das Thakur, Srinidhi, like that, so many, Ambika Kalam, Uday Chaitanya Prabhu. So all these great personalities were associated with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. They came. So then what happened? Uh, Mahaprabhu, when they were doing kirtan, see, Vigraha Pratishtha is over, by Srinivasa Acharya. Then the kirtan started. So much kirtan. In the middle of the kirtan, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Panchatat, they appeared there. You know, कहते कि संकीर्तन सुकेर घटाया गणसः अवतीर्ण लीला गौरवाया मेघे ते उदय विद्युत ते पुंज पैचे संकीर्तन मेघ प्रभु पकट वे पैचे. So along his eternal associates, Swayam himself, Gaurachandra, he appeared like when there is a thick clouds, you know, thick clouds. In between thick clouds, there's a like a like a like a electric, like a lightning, right? Thick clouds, there's a lightning, like white, very huge, very powerful, like that. And then now it is, you know, uh, it's blowing or lightning. So same way in the Sankirtan forum, big cloud, Sankirtan forum, the cloud in the middle, Mahaprabhu, Gaura Sundar, just like a lightning he appeared. Then, the, with so much happiness, uh, Advaitacharya, Nityananda, uh, and Gauranga Mahaprabhu, it is impossible to describe. Uh, he showed his mercy, greatest mercy, on Narottama and Srinivasacharya. Uh, he came along. So, you see, that's why Keturi Mahotsava. Even today, you go Assam and other places, devotees remember. Then, after this festival, Narottam Thakur's was, his greatness was everywhere spread around. Then many people became his disciples. Ramakrishna Acharya, Ganga Narayan Chakravarti, so many Brahmin. It is unthinkable. Brahman people take picture from a king. No? So now in Gopalpura village, uh, how we found these deities. Gopalpura on one of the Brahmins' house, where they store the hay, the like rice, paddy, uh, paddy. There was a storage house. There used to be a very, very powerful poisonous snake. Nobody dared to enter. Dared. Everybody knew there's a big snake. So, but Narottam Thakur, he wanted to go there. Like, well, he was told to go there, and they told him, "Don't go." Snake. But anyway, he was told to go. Then the snake was not visible at all, disappeared. And there he found these deities, these six deities. And Vishnu Priya Vigraha, it came on his lap. So now why those snakes? They were guarding these deities. Uh, then one Martha Brahmana was thinking, Narottam Thakur is a Shudra. Thinking like that, he got attacked by leprosy. Then, then in the dream, he was crying. Oh, why I got this? Then the deity, Bhagavati Devi, Kali Devi, he gave instruction to the girl, go and surrender at the lotus feet of Narottama, ask forgiveness, then that will go away. So he did that, then the disease was gone, leprosy. Then there was one Shivananda Acharya, a Brahmin, born in the Brahmin. Had two children, Hari Ram Acharya, Ramakrishna Acharya. Ramakrishna Acharya, Hari Ram Acharya. So, by following the instruction of his father, they were carrying a goat, uh, a lamb, goat, for a sacrifice for the Devi. But when they were going to sacrifice, in the path they met Narottam Thakur and Ramchandra Kavira. And Narottam Thakur convinced him, this worship is mode of ignorance or passion, and it involves violence, and it brings you inauspiciousness. Uh, giving up that, you do nishkama without attachment for the food. Do bhajan to Bhagavan. Uh, then he was so convinced, these two children of Brahmana, they released this goat. uh, uh, then they took a bath in Padma Nadi, uh, and they came to Narottama Das Thakur and they accepted Diksha from him. After that, they were serving the uh, Vaishnavas and the Krishna. But by this work of Narottama, his father, Shivananda Acharya, became very angry. A Brahmana, we are Brahmana, he is a Shudra initiating Brahmana. So he became very angry. So he wanted to bring one person, Murari, Smarta Pandit. Uh, but his disciples, Hariram and Ramakrishna, they themselves defeated him. So, uh, then his father, Shivananda, became even more morose, very unhappy. Uh, and the night time, he told to Devi, Devi meaning Kali Devi, in this case. Devi in the dream chastised him. You are doing practice against the Vaishnava. Don't do this. So, so we can see the worshippers of Kali. Actually, Kali, our own realization, our own, uh, one incident. Actually, 2, 3 years ago in Bengal. Whether I should tell or not, I don't know. Anyway, I should tell, not that the I'll be going there. But anyway, Gurudev. See, Kali is not, if one worshipping Krishna, she will not upset. She will be very happy. You know. See this incident with Narottam Thakur, you understand? So same way, what happened was, in Bengal, this one devotee, convinced. His father built a temple for Kali, big temple, 5 floors, big. They brought the details of Kali. But meantime, the daughter became a devotee Krishna. His brother also became. So they wanted to install Radha Krishna. So they talked to me, and I went there. And before that, I said they wanted to. His father is a follower of Kali. What to do? Then I told them, we can install Radha Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The deities were already there. So I told you should install Yoga Maya. Right? Shadow of Yoga Maya is Mahamaya, the Kali. Right? So you worship Yoga Maya, then it is equivalent to worshipping Kali. You don't have to worship her separate. So they were convinced. So we made one DTF. So that DTF also came by airship. Okay, I went there. It arrived. So next day morning we were supposed to install Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Ra- Krishna, Radha, and then Yogamaya. We made a design, altar. But night time, what has happened? There is a deity of Kali in there, and his father was upset. He did not sleep well. He had a blood pressure, BP. You know, he is upset. And then in one of the devotees' dream, Kali also appeared. You want to kick me away? Ah, like this. And then father attacked. So morning, I take a decision. I pray to Gurudev. What should I do? Okay, Gurudev. That inspiration. Say. You also install Kali also. Kali, Kali. So we told, we agreed. Now we will also going to install Kali. So his father became pacified. He brought the painters and she was he became Ugra, Ugra meaning very angry. Hare Krishna. ಇಲ್ಲ ನಾನು ರೂಮಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಬಿಡಿ ಇದೇನಿದು ಹೌದಾ ಆಯ್ತಾಯ್ತು ರೂಮಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಬಿಡಿ ತೊಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ತಾನೆ ಆಯ್ತಾಯ್ತು ಆಯ್ತಾಯ್ತು ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ ವಾಸ್ in the morning we made a decision to install Kali. Last minute. And then Yoga Maya is also then appeared. We made it. So at that time we went and made a thing, cutting and then did all that. Meantime they are painting. She is becoming Ugra, meaning very angry. So and it needed 10 people to lift her. Only 10, 50. So heavy. Brought it there and then we did Abhisheka and all that, covering the things. And then invoking all the deities and putting them. And believe it or not, when we putting her back on the place where the first became so light. Only 4 people able to lift it. We didn't need any other people. And then when we opened the curtain, everybody was wonderstruck. It became very peaceful, very gentle, very really, this really happened. So what they do is now they offer Arti, offering everything to Chaitanya Radha Krishna, Yoga. Then offer it. So she is happy. Real incident. So in if we show like in Bengal or any different part of the world, see not only in Bengal, even in South Africa, everywhere in South America, the people worship Kali. You even other part China, maybe some things. But if you show that they are basically the shadow of Yoga Maya, you know, and the worshipping Yoga Maya. Yogamaya is the expansion of Radharani. So if you worship Radha and Krishna, you are worshipping Yogamaya and also shadow. Shadow of Radharani is Kali in that sense. Yogamaya is not different from Radha. So we can harmonize that way and it will bring out the harmony. Understand? Worship. Completeness. Most completeness in worship. Otherwise, the worship becomes incomplete. So we become, we will not be happy. We will also become incomplete, not satisfied. So this is what you can see. In this pastime of Narottam Thakur, that Kali is telling, giving instruction. You don't disturb this person. And she's a Vaishnavi. Right? Kali is a Vaishnavi. Disguised Vaishnavi. Understand? So, actually, the sacrifice is what? The other tradition made the sacrifice meaning what? The real meaning, the real purport of sacrifice is in our mind. We have like a goat, like, you know, uh, kalmasha, meaning contamination, impurities in our mind. You kill that, you cut it off. That is what called sacrifice, not the real one. What did goat do anything, for example? Any harm? No. By doing that, you are actually increasing your sin. But cutting rid of the goat behavior, understand? Always enjoying. Goat is what? Always eating, 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 eating. Bhogalala say, some kind of bhogalas, enjoying tendency. You cut that off. That's what it means, all this kind of, sacrifice, animal sacrifice. Animalistic behavior. Animal does what? Always eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. These four. If you have these four tendencies, you cut it off. That's what it means. Not physically kill an animal. No. Understand? But unfortunately, this is what I'm increasing. So that's why Narottam Thakur and he convinced them. This is mode of ignorance worship, not passion. It will bring you only inauspiciousness. So, like that. Then there was another pastime, uh, is that one time Ganga Narayan Chakravarti, Jagannath Acharya, they became disciples of Narottam Thakur. By that, the Smarta Brahmanas, see these things are there. We should not hate or anything. It happened during Chetan, uh, you know, uh, in Navadvip, you know, Bhakti-Vidanta Saraswati Thakur time. But he was not disturbed. You know. Say he considered as a arrangement by the Lord for the goodness, bring goodness to make them. You know. So anyway, this Martha Brahmin became upset. They complained to the king. Say he is the Shudra born untouchable family and is initiating Brahmana. What is this? It will bring havoc in the dharma. So we should forbid him. Uh, so uh, then king agreed. What he said was, we have to defeat him in the argument. See, you have to defeat Narottam Thakur. For that, they decided this Mahadigviji Pandit Rupanarayan. Mahadigviji, the title. Digviji meaning he has won different in arguments in all directions. Pandit, the great Pandit Narayana. So king himself is accompanying him. And they were going to go to Keturida to meet with Narottam Thakur to have an argument and then defeat Narottama. How being here at Shudra, how we are initiating Brahmana, where in the Shastra, da, da, da. So many, they thought like that. But what happened was, uh, when they heard this, Ramchandra Kaviraj and Ganga Narayan Chakravarti became very displeased. They were became very unhappy. Uh, but when they heard that Raja, King Digvijay with this Pandit, they are going to one day before that coming to this Keturi, they will come to Kumarapura in the bazaar, the marketplace of Kumara. They will take one day rest and then they go next day to Keturi. Yeah. So what they did was they knew they will purchase this betel nut, this and that something. So these two devotees of uh, Narottam Thakur, they put a stall selling, betel nut, supari like that. Then they were talking in Sanskrit. Ah, then these smart pandits, they came to buy this and they started talking and they saw us talking in Sanskrit and they also conversed. And then when even the ordinary shopkeepers talking in Sanskrit and discussing like that, then they knew with what attention they have come with argument. So they defeated them. You know, that initiation, who is a Vaishnava? He is above the caste creed. And Anuman, can you say is Anuman is monkey, so he must be discarded? Like that, so many examples they gave and they defeated them. And the king heard that and they came to know these are the disciples of ah, uh, Narottam Thakur. Then they convinced, wow, you Pandit supposedly defeated by his disciples. Then if you go and talk to, how you are going to defeat his guru? Forget it. It will be a disgrace. So, let us not go there. So like that, they uh, they just left. See, and that's why all glories to Narottam Thakur. Huh? Now, his preaching was through kirtan, different style, different, like we call it uh, in in a music, right? Raga, different kind of raga, in a tune, okay, different kind of tunes, Garanahati tune, kirtan, very beautiful. Whoa, great, pouring from the heart, deep from the heart, you know, uh, it is like that. It touches everyone's heart. Very sincere. Prarthana and Prema Bhakti Chandrika is Prarthana and Prema Bhakti Chandrika. This is an amazing contribution from Narottam Thakur. It is like for devotees, it's like a life force form. Uh, and it brings out so much sweetness, different levels. You know. So, um, so Narottam Thakur in Manipur, even today, every house they at least some few bhajans everybody knows, you know, practical singing. So we pay at lotus feet of Narottam Thakur that have mercy on us. And even though it disappeared, it's still there, the form of teaching, his bhajans, kirtans, writings, you know, um, so much inspiration. So Narottam Thakur ki jai, Srinivasacharya ki jai, Jiva Goswami ki jai, Rupa Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath Gopal Bhatta Goswami ki jai jai, Jayadvani ki jai jai jai, Kartik Mas ki jai, Kartik Vrat ki jai, Vijayeshwari Radharani Maharani ki jai, Vruja Vrat ki jai, Damodar Ashtakam ki jai jai, Radha Damodar ki jai, Deepadan ki jai. Nitai Gaur Premanandi Hari Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Dandavat Pranam. Please forgive me for the delay. Starting. Vancha kalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhya vachan. Patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama.
Maharaj,